Hi there. Welcome back. My name is Ice Bro, and this is the place where you chill, where you relax, where you have a good time. But before we do, I've got a question for you. Do you like zombies? Yeah? Do you like Fortnite? Yeah? Well then, why not combine them both? No! Let's not. Anyways, everybody, today we're gonna be doing something crazy, something I've never done on the channel before, and oh my gosh, it's freaking crazy. But it's gonna be fun, alright? So, if you're not familiar with the series, this is how it works. Zombies 101 is a series that I used to do on another channel called Randomification. You should definitely check that channel out. Definitely, 100%. And also, if you're looking at my face right now and you're liking what you see, subscribe. We're gonna leave that in. We're gonna leave that in, all right? Subscribe, hit the like button, and you know what to do. Go down and comment down below the video. But now let me explain to you what Zombies 101 is. Zombies 101 is an experience that I used to do back in the day where I would break down an Easter egg, make it as easy as possible for you to understand. And I'm talking about so easy that if you're a baby, you can do this freaking Easter egg. If you're a child sitting at your computer like, my mom just bought this for me, and this is my first time on zombies. I don't know how it works. Then you could definitely still do the Easter egg, even if this is your first time playing. All right, so I'm gonna teach you how to do an Easter egg in this video, and this is gonna be a series I'm gonna do for Bo6. Bo6 is already baby mode enough, like especially with the directed mode. But we're not just gonna stop there. We're gonna make this more fun. We're gonna put a little twist on it, because back in the day, I legit did not do this. It wasn't possible. I'm gonna put it in third person mode. That means it's even gonna be easier, because not only is it on baby mode, like directed mode, but it's also for babies, like Fortnite. Like every kid plays nowadays. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play Fortnite zombies, and we're gonna have a great time. So, you know what to do if you like the video. Let's just get into it. I'm so freaking ready. So today we're gonna be doing the Easter egg on Liberty Falls. Now, I don't recommend doing Liberty Falls on directed mode if you want to be the babiest mode possible, because directed mode doesn't have any side Easter eggs, and you definitely want access to a specific side Easter egg in order for this to get a little bit easier for you. Now, I know the directed mode is easy because it has a round cap, but it also has one thing wrong with it that the other Easter eggs don't. For Liberty Falls directly, you cannot use the Etherella Easter egg, and in order to make this Easter egg as easy as possible, you definitely want Etherella. Trust me. All right, so now we're gonna go into basically what is our operators, and we're gonna equip our Fortnite skin, because why not? We're gonna put our good old Splinter. Love him. So Splinter, the reason I'm picking him will be very clear soon, and I will talk about it while I'm playing whenever I get bored. So I've got him on, and then for our weapon, our loadout is going to look like this. We're going to have the ASG as our starting weapon. We're going to have Splinter's cane, because it's Splinter, why not, right? Then we're going to have Ether Shroud for that stupid pesky step, and oh my gosh, you will thank me later if you put this on for that step. We'll get to it when we get to it. And then decoys and Molotovs. I really don't really care what's in this one, the Molotov thing or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me all that much. But what matters is what you got in here. You definitely want to have something good in here. If you have megas, run them. But if not, these are the best things that you can put on. So you want wall power for the pistols early on. You also want on the house for later on. it's easier for getting perks later. And then you definitely want to put on Power Keg to give you an extra Ether Shroud early on in the game. You definitely want max ammos because max ammos are very important. And you want double points. That's just standard. You definitely want double points for all of these maps. At least if you're doing it on standard, if you're not doing it on baby mode. But this is going to be technically our baby mode, so this is basically what we got. Alright, so let's load us up a game and let's get started. So we're going to pick standard, solo, Liberty Falls, start mission. Oh wait, let me make sure I got it in solo. Don't want to accidentally have squad fill come on. Solo, Liberty Falls. There we go. And with the Zombies 101 video, I try not to make any cuts during the game. So there more than likely won't be cuts unless there's a long patch of time where I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Which very well might be possible, considering there is a lot to do. And I can't believe I'm doing this in third-person mode. I am so nervous. I've never done this in third-person mode. I don't even know how this is going to work. It's going to be the first time I've ever done this. Oh my gosh. I'm so psyched. Alright. Person mode. You look so stupid. Okay. So we're going to run over this way. We're gonna bust this open. I mean, we'll probably switch to Bo6 for the first round. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, so melee is not the way to go. I was gonna make this challenge harder, but I decided not to in the end. I was going to make myself use only melee throughout the whole Easter egg, but I just don't think it's possible in third-person mode. Alright. So, what you're going to want in this is you're going to want a good amount of points. You want to get to 14,000 points before anything, and that's also after opening up the first area over here. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, by the way, each weapon has a different stat early on in the game. Just gonna hit the crap out of these dudes. Alright, so now we're gonna put wall power on. We're going to swap to our hands, and we're going to grab the pistols. So the pistols are going to be very useful later on in the Easter egg, and also very early on, just for space reasons. And honestly, I don't have the spacing memorized for these things, so this is just going to be crazy. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. This is so bad! Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do in this Easter egg is you're going to want to come over here and blow that off. Just stay away from the puns that are in this that sound very sexual, and I'm very sorry. There's going to be a lot of them. There's going to be a lot of them, because Liberty Falls is the most spicy and sexual Easter egg, apparently. Alright. And we're just going to keep doing this until we got a lot of points. Do I have all the points here? Did I already kneel here? Yeah, I did. Alright. Dude, Splinter looks so good in third-person mode. Alright, so the reason I brought Splinter into this map is because Splinter has a pastime with the city. His master, Hamato Yoshi, moved out of Japan to get away from the war. And they decided to move into the city. And, oh, probably best to swap to melee for this. They decided to go into the city, but unfortunately his rival, Oroku Saki, moved in to the same town and was very not happy about the fact that Amato Yoshi won the heart of a specific woman. They were both competing for her, and Amato Yoshi, when they left from Japan, took her with him, and so he followed them like a creeper. And then he, because she had chose Amato Yoshi over Oroku Saki, he decided to kill her, and then left her in the apartment for Amato Yoshi to find. Splinter saw all of this, by the way, because he was the pet rat of Amato Yoshi. He studied him day in and day out, and he learned all of the moves of ninjutsu and everything there is to know about kung fu and karate or whatever Japanese style of kung fu there is. Hold up. So right now, again, I'm just trying to get points, just trying to keep space. Dude, you can really see the spacing in this. This is beautiful. But then, after all of that, and after he learned all the moves and learned the art of ninjutsu, Hamato Yoshi was killed by Oroku Saki after finding his beloved on the floor. And so he leapt from his cage to avenge his master, and he wasn't able to beat Hamato Yoshi because, again, at that time, he wasn't part of the ooze yet. He was just a rat. So, so he had to, he basically... Sorry, I have to really focus for 1 second. So I open this door right here, and then you immediately got to go get this perk, because this perk saves you from dying to your own guns, because it protects you from explosive damage. Oh, and also, I've got the perk on that makes you slide fast, the augment. That's going to be very helpful in the future, in terms of trying to go fast and move fast. One thing I'm going to want to do here is open that up. You can start the Easter egg right away when you come in here. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to run out here, and I'm going to look around for a dude with overalls and a hat. That dude with overalls and a hat is very important, because he's got a key that we need in order to do the Easter egg a little bit easier. We also want to get Jug, because Jug is very important in this Easter egg. Ooh! Monkeys is... Actually... That was not what I wanted to do. That was not what I wanted to do, game. Okay, so this is going to be a waste of points. I'll run around and look for this dude. Dude's not in the map yet. Alright, well... These guys are on crawl mode, and I don't want to use this. All right, so I'm gonna pop this right here. I'm gonna grab this. I did not want that perk. That was the perk I did not want. Okay, well, since we got the perk we don't want, we're gonna go run over this way. And we're gonna run over this. Oh, that's not good. We have just too little, not enough. Oh, come on, dude. That kind of sucks. Alright, well, next round it is then. Alright, so one thing we gotta do is we gotta build this wonder weapon. Alright, so he leapt from his cage and jumped on Oroku Saki's face, but he left Oroku Saki with the damaged face, and after being thrown to the ground and having his ear sliced, Oroku Saki left him in misery with his dead master, and so he had nowhere to go, and he ended up in the streets The streets of the city. And that's why we're here, boys. We're in the streets of the city. Now, you can choose to believe that he found 4 Ninja Turtles. Or you could choose that this happened first. And he found his way to enlightenment before finding his way to the turtles. He was sent to the spirit plane. Oops. I just gotta be careful. Okay, I just gotta be very careful. Where's my dude? Oh, there he is. Alright, so that was what I was waiting for. I'm just gonna grab that, go out here. And then you're gonna go in here and grab that. There's a piece in there, and that's what you were waiting to kill that guy for. So now you're gonna run up to this, and you're gonna go in and you're gonna buy a mangler cannon. Don't want to die there. After you buy the mangler cannon, actually, let me... No. We can get Jug another time. It's okay. We'll get Jug another time. We're gonna come back for Jug. Because we want to get this step done right now. Oh! While you're over here, you also have to remember that there is a water valve that is attached right here to this water spigot right here. It's in the courtyard right here. You're gonna grab that up. And then you're gonna grab one more piece before you go in to do the valve step. So that's what we're doing right now. We are now trying to do the valve step. But before we do the valve step, we're gonna reload our guns. We're gonna come in over here and buy this door. Then we're gonna pull out our mangler cannon. And then we're gonna shoot that door right there by holding down R2. We're gonna run in here and we're gonna look for... I don't like that. Okay, and then you're gonna dig up these piles that are in here until you find this piece right here. It'll be in one of those piles. There will be 5 piles in total in there. If you don't get it out of one of them, just keep digging. You're bound to find it. So basically, you grab that, and now you just have everything that you need except for the water valve. And that's why you got the spigot hose thingy. So you can bring it over to here, and you're gonna start doing this, and all the zombies are going to try to rush you at this point, but you're going to throw a monkey. Hello? Alright, you're just going to hold. Just hold. Just hold. Okay, and you're going to go invisible, and then you're just going to hold. Hello? Hold. That sucked. That was a waste. And then you're just gonna hold. 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 Then you're gonna back up. And if you hold square long enough, this water pressure thing will drop. And the round won't end, hopefully. And so now you're going to build this thing. So now all you have left to do is build this this thing right here in the hotel room. Alright, and now that you got that, you're going to use it immediately to get your way out of here. Alright, and then you're going to take this, you're going to aim it up here. And that should suck up a Etherella statue that was right up on top of that motel bit right here. You're going to have to suck up a bunch of them. And that's why I said this sounds very sexual, but I promise you it's not. I promise you it's not sexual. But you're going to open this up right here, and you're going to suck up this part of the statue. And then you're going to suck up this right here. And then there should be a statue that spawns up here. Oops. Okay. And there should be a piece up here. That go in? It ended the round. Sucker. Alright, and then you should have one more. And that should be it for that. Now you have a couple more pieces around here. As you can see, you run very slow with this thing out. So you don't wanna have it on at all, honestly. I'm gonna actually kill some of the zombies in this round just for strat. You know? Just as a strat, I'm gonna kill the zombies. Because this part is gonna get very difficult if I don't. And then I'm gonna use parkour strats, because I'm a ninja, to come over here and suck this piece out of this window right here. There's still something that I need to get from over here before I continue, but there's so many zombies that I just don't know if I can do it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Alright, so you're gonna suck this from over here, and it should go about halfway. Then you could suck it from, you could like suck it down from the height it's at any angle. Alright. And then I'm gonna switch guns and do some damage. Just for basic horde control. I don't want to kill these zombies. I kind of want to keep this round. So I'm gonna come over here. Oh. That is not what you want to see, boys. That is not what you want to see. Alright, so we're gonna come over here. We're gonna run away. Alright. And then we have gathered that piece. Now, we have one more piece that we gotta get before we go on to the final part of the Easter egg. Which, oh, I mean, there's more to the Easter egg, but I mean, the final part that you have to build. And then you're gonna grab this Aetherella statue from right over here. You're gonna wait till the zombie gets around right here. Oh, also, I should go grab Jug while I have the time, because if I don't grab it now, I'm gonna forget, and then I'm gonna die. It's gonna happen. It's very easy to die in this map, but again, it's very simple to play this map. This map is very easy. This is like a easy guide for babies. Again, you're playing it on standard. This is not the baby mode, but it's the baby mode. Because you got the Aetherella statue, and you got everything that you wouldn't normally have. Alright, so now we're gonna come over here, and there should be a statue right over here. You don't want to get too close to this. You want to bring this into the room here. You're gonna run out of ammo if you keep on doing this for too long. So you're just gonna have to wait for your ammo to replenish. Hopefully I don't end the round here. There is a round timer. The zombie will bleed out eventually. You just want to wait till your stuff replenishes. I'm gonna bring the zombie over here a little bit before running over and doing this. Alright, and that should be in the room right there. You don't want to mess with that. You just want to leave it alone, because that is going to be the final piece that you want to leave in that room. You don't want to suck that up with the machine, because if you do, you will turn into Aetherella and you will waste it. You don't want to waste it. So you're going to take this zip line, and you're going to come over here, and you're going to build the LTG devices, which is the liminal transdimensional gateways. And then you're going to come back over here. So after building that, before you start this thing, and I mean directly before, you're going to want to get to round 11. Because you want to have blue guns for this. It's very, very, very useful to have blue guns for this. You don't want to do this without blue guns. It's just, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare without blue guns. You definitely want them. So I am going to want to end the round. But before I do, I'm going to grab this. This canister makes you move a lot slower than what you would normally move. But because you're Splinter, you get a speed boost for some reason. I don't know why that is. but any of the TMNT characters are going to get a speed boost. You're going to take this ether canister and you're going to drop it off over here. All right. I have a different turtle planned for every Easter egg map. Each one is going to have something special to do with each turtle, and you're going to understand as I go through and as I do these. But tonight, just this first one is going to be Splinter, just because the city matches Splinter the most. And I could say that it matches Michelangelo the most, but I don't know. I just don't want to be Michelangelo in here. Ooh, actually, I might grab that for now. Just in case I need it. Just in case things get too hectic. Oh my gosh, I hit it in third person mode. Let's freaking go, boys. So up on top of that tower was a tiny little blood spatter. If you shoot that tiny little blood spatter that's on the top right there where my cursor is pointing, with an explosive weapon, it causes zombies to fall from the sky. And then after the zombies fall from the sky, it gives you an ether tool, which turns your rarity of your gun to blue, making it just that much stronger, and it will definitely help you out in the long run. I'm gonna do something I don't usually do. I'm gonna grab this right here, just to make this a little bit easier on myself. And then I'm going to place this down. Alright. Alright, and I'm going to grab this right here. And this should just defend this. Theoretically. You should just be able to put that there. This is such a cheese. This is such a cheese. If you do this and you get this, this is just cheesing it. Also, these pistols are insane for this Easter egg. Like, I don't know if they intended the pistols to be this strong on launch, but I'll tell you what, I enjoy these freaking pistols. They are literally the best thing ever. Alright, I don't know if this is gonna end up destroying the dude. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Oh my gosh, get away from that. Sir! Sir, you might want to move. Sir? Sir? Sir, you might want to move from that, sir. Okay. So you want to get him down to, like, little health. Very little. You don't want it to have a lot of health. Ooh. I did a lot of damage to the poor guy. Ooh! Alright, so now I want to be very careful. Okay. I cannot see my health. Okay, so now we're just gonna bring him over here. He's gonna slowly walk over here. And when he gets over here, we're gonna start spamming him. And once you spam him enough, you should be able to pick up this ether canister right here. And hopefully you don't take enough damage in this to die. Now there's going to be a timer that spawns. That trap right there, I'm going to explain everything that I just did in slow baby mode so you can understand what just happened. But we have a timer right now, and we have to take this battery that we just filled and put it in here. Once you do that, it'll spawn a little Strauss counter in there that you got to pick up. It will replace whatever your slot is at the moment. Okay. And now we should be on a bug round. This is actually perfect for this. You're going to pick these back up after you're done with that step, because now you can pick it up. So what we did was we took the canister, we placed it right here, We got the guy down to very low health, and then we turned on the trap. Then we brought him into the beam that was right here and killed him inside. The reason why we did that is because it sucks up his soul into the ether canister, and then it starts a countdown timer. That is very important. Another thing that is very important that we're about to do right now is we are about to buy some armor because we could die otherwise.
That's one of the projectors we are looking for.
All right.
What exactly does it project?
So right now, in order to go on to the next phase, I am now trapped on this step right now until I use the Strauss counter correctly. So I have to... Oh, so it takes me out of third person in order to check that. So I'm not cheating. I did not switch out of third person. It automatically takes you out of that so you can look at your hands. So there is no way to do that the right way. So now that shows me that I need it green. Instead of having it green, because we're going against what the meter says, because we want to balance it out, the equation, we have to do what the opposite of the meter says. So because it was green, we had to turn it red. And the same goes for this one. We pull this out and it's green, so we have to turn it red. So we just have to hold this. Whoops. All right. We want to leave this area right now because they're about to try to freaking kill us for some reason. There should be one more left to go.
Bad idea. Bad idea.
Yeah, that is a bad idea. So now we're going to come over here. Oh, and I also forgot to mention there's one more Aetherella statue right over here. Before we do this Strauss counter bit, we're going to suck this Aetherella statue that was over there. It's very important that you remember that one because it is so easy to forget it. All right, and this one is also red, so we're just going to hopefully not die trying to switch this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It is so easy to die in this Easter egg. It is so easy to die. These bugs are not nice. Alright. We're going to go back. Don't worry. I'm going to grab some more of this right here. And then we are going to... We're going to go over this way and go back over using this right here. We should be able to switch it over to red. So all three of them were red, fortunately enough for me. Or unfortunately, because it's harder to do that. Hello? Is he not? Is he not going to say the line? Did I not do the step correctly? Okay, so we are having some technical difficulties. What is going on right now? Did I miss one of them? Oh, that one's yellow. Okay. Okay. Is that still not it? Okay, that was it. That was it. Okay, so if you get it correctly, he will start talking and you'll be done with that. So now we're going to go over to where the LTG device is and we're going to go place down this canister. I'm going to do it beforehand. That way you guys can see how it's done beforehand. So again, you want to have all those Aetherella statues. Those Aetherella statues are so easy to miss. It is so easy to miss one of them. Just make sure you don't forget the one that's on that roof right there. It's so easy to miss that one. I've missed it 1,000 times and had to reset before on doing Easter eggs. So grab this canister and then place it down right next to that thing. You're going to turn this trap on. Once you get the monster, once you get the mangler's hand, no. Once you get the mangler's health down to low, you're going to turn that on and kill him. He's a lot easier to kill than the previous ones, so it's not really going to be that difficult. You're also going to want to use your guns to just straight up kill anything that comes within the radius of this thing, because it's so easy for this thing to break. And then you have to go around, and that's just not ideal. Even if you have to buy ammo afterwards, it's worth it just to... Oh no. Yeah, see how many zombies try to pile in there? Okay. You just don't want to let anything get close. And again, it's very easy to do this on third person for some reason. You could just see everything. In first person, it's a lot harder because you can't see everything that's going for it. Alright, it should be good. Alright, so now we're going to have this dude spawning in, and he's going to bring with him another smaller one. You want to kill that as soon as possible because that thing is just stupid. Alright, you're going to aim for his hand because his hand is very... Okay, and you're also going to want to keep applying armor because, you know. Alright, that's good. Alright, so I shot his arm off. So now we're going to turn the machine on right here. We're going to bring him over here. And we're just going to destroy him. Oh my gosh. Okay, we want to heal for a second. Come on. Alright. We're going to pick this up. And then we're going to slide. No! Don't slide. If you press the slide button, you drop it. Alright, so now you have a very limited time to get this thing over to the Pack-a-Punch. And that's it. That's literally it. The Easter egg's done. Then you just got to do the end. Oh my gosh. He hit me like a sniper, bro. Like... So after that, the only goal you have is to upgrade your guns. And honestly, I'm going to get my guns to at least pack 2 before going in. Because this part can be just straight difficult. So you want to bring this over and you want to put this in right here. And so now the boss fight is ready to be started and activated, but we're not going to go in yet because we're not ready. And noobs need to have better guns. If you're a noob, you need a better gun. You can't just play this without better guns. So one thing we're going to put on this is we're going to put on the... We're going to put on the flame. We're going to put on the, what's it called? Burned out. Because we're burned out, honestly. And then we're going to put on more armor. Another thing that we're going to want to do before we go in there is we want to get salvage. We want to get a lot of salvage because when we go in, we want to have a mutant injection. If you get it from a normal kill, like you kill one of these things and you drop some mutant injection, that's all the better. But it's very unlikely that you're going to get that, so let's just not rely on that type of RNG because you're more than likely not going to get that RNG. Alright, so all that's left now is for you to bring your pistols, and it's so funny to see Splinter just running around with pistols. It's probably just better to have him running around with this, to be honest. But this ain't going to help us. Also, your hitbox is a lot bigger than what you think it is, just so you know. So you might want to just be very, very careful. Because zombies can easily hit you, even though it looks like they're not even in range of your hitbox. You just gotta... It's just so much easier to train like this. And just for future reference, this is how you train zombies. You get zombies all in a circle. You run around the arena until the zombies all horde up in a circle. You want to weave your way through zombies as they run at you until you have this horde up right here. For anybody who doesn't know what training is, who's never heard of it before, this is what training is. So I remember when I first started playing zombies years ago in World at War when it first came out, and I didn't know what training was at all. I was like, what do you mean training? I'm like, you mean like I gotta get better at the game? And he said, no, you gotta get the zombies to follow you in a train, like one behind the other. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean though? But this is what it means. You just get the zombies all in a horde. And, yeah.
Stay alert.
So not only do you want triple armor, but you also want to double pack at least once before you go into this fight. And I would also recommend spinning your gobblegums to try to get other things as well. That can help you in the boss fight. So right now I have cash back. That's useful. It can really help me out. Honestly, the specialist is very good for this boss fight, but it's not like anything groundbreaking. Oh, okay. I did forget to tell you guys that in round 15 it spawns a regular one of these, and he can drop a mutant injection, which would be very helpful to our run if we're able to get that. But we also want to do this to sort of make things a little bit easier. The zombies, the normal zombies from the round will die in this trap. You also just want to spam them a little bit, because again, look at this burned out thing that's going on. He's like legit being wrecked by it. Like, look at that. Look how insane that is. You put that on your gun and you're just invincible. Everything is so much better when you put that on. Alright, so now we have enough for triple armor. Triple armor is good. Very good. You also want to have at least a Pack-a-Punch 1. What's it called? Pack-a-Punch 1 jet gun. Because that's what this weapon is called. This big, weird-looking suction device. It's called a jet gun. It's not a sucker, it's a jet gun. And so you're going to grab some armor right here. The armor is always going to be back here. Again, you just want to train. Try to be very careful. There's a lot of ways to stay in between the zombies instead of being hoarded up by them. And with this third-person mode on, you can definitely easily see how to train perfectly so that you won't get wrecked by these things. It's just so much easier to train on third person. All right, wow. Beautiful. All right, and every round you're going to get salvage. You're going to get things that you can replenish your armor with. You definitely want that immune injection, so you're not going to pass that up. Like, the moment you get enough, I literally just need 50 more salvage. So you need 2,500 salvage if you're looking in the bottom of the screen. I'm sorry, I don't want to take my hands off the controller right now. I could die if I do that. The graveyard is an okay place to train. It's not necessarily the best because it's easy to get accidentally trapped. But I'm just training here because I'm good at the game. I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm not good at the game. Maybe I'm a liar. All right. Ooh. Okay, hold up.
We are the protectors of the city.
All right. so now I have enough to get a mutant injection. That's going to be very great for the boss fight. But I also have enough to pack a punch my my wonder weapon, the jet gun, which is just going to be insane. Like, it's just going to be so good for the boss fight. It's really good for you to use it, and it's an investment, honestly, to pack a punch it at least once before you go in this thing. So you're going to go in here, and you're going to buy the mutant injection, because it is very useful for the second phase of the boss fight, and it skips off having to worry about some of the boss fight. There's a timing thing in the boss fight where you can risk it all. I'm not going to go for that, because it's just not worth the risk. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to pack this gun, and it should be max, max damage for the amount of round that it's on. Like, it should be doing a lot of damage now. Okay, so as you can see, this is still in here. Do not suck this up, because you will start the Etherella thing and you will lose it, and you won't be able to use it for the boss fight. So when you're using this in here, you just got to be very careful not to face it in the direction of that. That way you don't accidentally put that into the stupid gun and then start the Etherella sequence. This Easter egg is basically wrapped right now. Like, it is gift wrapped right now. I put this thing in a gift wrap and it's over. It's over. I should honestly go into the boss fight with the pack ones, but I'm just going to be doing this the safe way, just for strat sakes. So you guys can see what it's like if you do it, like, with a strat. And also because it is very difficult if you don't get pack 2. Okay. Honestly, I shouldn't have wasted money for ammo. Alright, I need 10,000 points. 10,000 points, and then we're going into the boss fight, and that's that, and we are basically set up. Alright, so another bit of turtle trivia. In case you guys didn't know, there is a turtle comic called The Last Ronin. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before. The Last Ronin is possibly the best turtle comic I've ever played in my... Sorry. The best turtle comic I've ever seen in my life. So what you could do right here is you could use the chopper, and then when you come out of it, just immediately grab your... Hold up. I'm just trying to kill the... Trying to kill the big dude. I don't know if I killed him or if he's alive or what's going on. This is a good way to get kills and stuff. But it's also a good way to, like, get to the end of the round. Oh, so that did not do enough to him.
Remain calm in the face of adversity.
Alright, hold up. 1 second. I'm focusing really hardcore on this guy right now. Alright, that's good. Alright, so... For time's sake, just for time's sake, I'm gonna go into the boss fight with no. I'm gonna keep to my word. I'm gonna do the strat that I said I was gonna do. I'm gonna wait. I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to get the points to get double pack just so you guys can see what it's like with double pack. And how much better it will be if you invest in that in your game. Okay. Just gonna put some armor on. Always good to stay full armor. Just stay full armor and keep yourself going. We're so close to getting double pack. Alright. The moment that we get double pack, we're going to start the boss fight. Regardless of whether we... And it'll be great if we could get purple as well. Purple rarity before we go in. But I'm not going to count on it. Honestly, I will wait till the end of this round and that's about it. Because you really only need purple packed pistols. You don't really need anything else. Like, if you get gold, yeah, that's cool. But purple is really good. You honestly wouldn't even have purple here usually, but I got really lucky on salvage. Okay. I might not get purple. I've come to a realization that I'm probably not going to get purple. I might get it, I might not. If we don't, we don't. It's fine. I'm not gonna stress about it. Just gonna back up. Train around in a circle. Just gonna put on some armor, because why not? Alright, so we did not get enough to go purple rarity, and that's okay. We don't need it. It's not required. You just want to have enough to double pack. That's really all that matters, is you have enough for double pack. Oh, and a decoy. That's really nice. But if you don't want to risk it, you could always throw Casmirs. Like, Casmirs are also a really good strat for this boss fight. So, if you go into this thing right here, you can grab these things. They're called Casmirs. They're very strong. Literally, if you feel like you're about to die in this boss fight, throw one of these down and you're golden. Alright, so we have blue pistols and we're gonna put them to pack 2 and then we're gonna start this boss fight. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be the first time I've ever been in a map with only third person mode. Alright, so it's very easy to go down in this fight. One thing you want to remember is the zombies are going to be armored zombies, and they're going to be double the strength that they usually have, and double the speed. They're going to be super sprinters, and that's okay. You just want to make sure that you don't get crowded. They can definitely crowd you, and you could definitely end up dying if you're not careful. Also, it is very easy to run out of ammo in here, too. Ooh, that's very good. That is absolutely perfect. So, if you do get lucky like that, you can swap into this thing right here. And you can use this to clear the first wave easily. This is a very useful thing. If you get a mutant injection, you could definitely use it to clear the first wave. Luckily, I had a mutant injection drop in here, and it's just so useful. The first phase of this entire boss fight is just, you know, this. And you'll know when the first phase is done because it will spawn an an armor drop. So, as you can see, it spawns an armor drop. And by the way, to activate this, I just held square or your interact button on this machine right here. So now it's going to start the second phase. The second phase is just like the first phase. The only difference is it adds a little bit of a layer. And we will use the mutant injection during this phase. The moment we start feeling a little overrun. But we're going to wait till we see the big dude come in. Try to avoid using it. Okay, so now we're going to use it because we would die otherwise. So you're going to hit this guy with it. It can glitch out sometimes and you can do no damage to him, which would suck. I think I did get that glitch where it does almost no damage to him. But it's okay because we're still gonna kill most of his health, and that should put him to near the end of his phase by the time we come out of this. Or it might actually finish him off. We could get lucky. It could finish him off. And it did. We finished him off, and it was that easy, boys. So now, this phase should be just about over. And you'll know it's over when the max ammo spawns on this side of the room. Alright, so it is now the third phase. And we are now on to the craziest phase of the boss fight. Now, I would recommend picking this up immediately, because it's not going to take much longer for the rest of everything to come in. And you're just going to want to turn around a bunch and just kill everything that's on screen as fast as possible. Because you want the big dude to spawn in, and the moment you kill him, it will spawn in the even bigger dude, which is just crazy. Alright, so now it's going to spawn this guy in, and you're going to want to move your controller stick back and forth. It should help you do a lot more damage to him quicker. You want to finish him off by the time this is done. And if you don't, you're basically going to be at risk of failing. So I just want to focus hardcore on getting this guy dead. Just going back and forth with the eyes. And he should be dead, and we should be done with this boss fight. All you gotta do is kill a few more zombies, and it'll fill up the machine, and it'll lock you out of it. And then you'll go down, and the end of the boss fight will commence. And there you go. That is how you beat Liberty Falls in third-person mode, in baby mode, with everything possible. Easiest possible solution. That is Zombies 101 for Bo6 Liberty Falls. And that's with the build strat, so there's really no RNG involved, other than getting that second mutant injection, which I got absolutely lucky on. And as you can see, Splinter has reached his perfect state of knowing, just like in the TMNT. And yes, we are going to continue playing it just because. But yeah, that was it, guys. We're gonna grab that. We're gonna grab. Wait, there should be a max ether tool. Where's the max ether? Can't see it. Actually, yeah, I'll just put that on. All right. Oh, actually, All right. So yeah, that's... I'll put this on here too. Why not, right? How much damage does this thing do? Oh, crap. It does a lot. Okay. Nice. All right. And that's basically how you beat this game in Fortnite mode. Dude, this is so cool. And the fact that you get so much from beating this Easter egg in normal mode is just so cool. I love it. This coupled with the fact that, like, his bow staff is kind of garbage, but yet, like, it just makes it for so much more of a fun Easter egg. Wonder how much damage this thing does. Holy balls, it does so much. Alright, hold up. We gotta focus up. Alright, so right now we got max everything, so we don't want to go down. Just want to play out of our mind. This weapon has so much ammo, so it's not like we're going to run out of ammo anytime soon. I'm also going to show you guys how to exfil with it too, because this is Fortnite, right? So let's get out of here the Fortnite way. Let's exfil and complete the exfil. All right, here we go. Let's go extract. Time to get out of here, Sensei. All right. Now we gotta get up here. Kill as much as possible. All right. Be very careful. We don't want to die. We don't want to die. Still got a whole minute. We're good. Okay, I'm gonna go mute injection here. Now we're also gonna escape that. I'm gonna swap to our weapon. Okay. And we're gonna get on with our DLC weapon and everything. Okay, that's garbage. It replaced it. It was supposed to give me, it was supposed to put him on there with my weapon. No. And that's it, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. Success. We did it in literally an hour. We succeeded in the Easter egg and exfilled in an hour. All right, y'all. Well, that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please leave a like down below if you did. You know what to do. Go down there, hit that subscribe button, and become one of the Icemen. Chill with me and have fun on a regular basis. Relax and turn your mind off and watch me play some zombies or just in any game in general and have a good time. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to stress out about the work day that we just had or about all the things we got planned. We're here to just turn off and have a good time and chill. So if you did and you chilled with me, I hope you guys did because I really had fun. I'll see you all in the next episode. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I actually can't wait. I am so excited to do another one, but it's not going to be today. It'll be another time, but whenever it comes, you'll be ready. So, peace out, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Take care, and bye-bye.